everyone. Welcome back. Happy Thursday, June 11th. Happy to have you here. What do you guys think of the new waiting room image? I accidentally showed the old one for a second there, and I forgot there's this new really cool one. What do you guys think? I see you in the comments too talking about the theme song every week. You just have a lot going on. So we will get a new theme song or waiting room song for you. But in the meantime, thank you for listening to the one that we got. Let's bring on stage my co-host Christopher and Jesse.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Spaceman, I see
good
your
morning.
comment that the new theme song sounds a lot like the old theme song. It's like new code. We thought about a new theme song and we realized why change a classic? It's served us for over 100 live streams.
Nice.
And apparently we're going to change it now, but what do I?
I'm totally slow rolling everybody on changing the theme song.
Yeah, Spaceman's like the new theme song. The new theme song sounds a lot. The new theme song sounds a lot like the old one.
Yeah.
We'll get it. Oh God, it's hot in here. Sorry, hang on a second. I gotta turn that down. What's the opposite of hell? You know, hell's the red light. Who's the green? Is there anyone who's a blue light?
What there is?
You know, Hal in Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh, 2001.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because in the wintertime he's Hal, but he's blue now. So, and I like. Well, I usually
He's sad Hal in the wintertime.
either way. I mean, I like him in the wintertime. I like Hal in the winter. He keeps me warm.
Yeah.
It is hot, guys, in Seattle. It's getting nice. It's getting really nice.
It is. It's amazing. So solstice is in 10 days, right?
Yeah, it is.
And Seattle, if I don't know, we have like 3 months of great time here. It is gray most of the year, but our summers are awesome because the sun doesn't go down till like 10. Sometimes it feels like 10:30, and it's a big boating culture. So people like being on the water. If you live long enough, people will invite you on their boat, or you just, you get your own boat. But that's a big thing here. We're surrounded by lakes, and so you can just be out on the water or hanging around the river or the lake till 10 o'clock, and it's still bright out. It's pretty wild. This is why we put up with the rain for the rest of the year. I
was going
we
to
have
say,
Stockholm syndrome.
just a couple of days ago, it was freezing and wet. But like this makes me forget. And I was just yesterday, I was like, why the hell do I live in Seattle? It's kind of it's an expensive American city. It's gotten so expensive, and it's always cold, it's always wet, and it sucks. I hate it here. And then I woke up this morning, the sun's out. I'm like, oh, I love living here. It's so beautiful. I'm so lucky I get to live in Seattle.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were on mute.
This is the literal definition of Stockholm syndrome, guys.
It is. It's like, but she treats me so well. Anyway, so we're in Seattle. Christopher, how's Bucharest?
It is unseasonably something. I don't know. It was raining all week long, which was actually, you know what? Not to complain, I will say it's been like nice spring rain kind of thing, so early summer rain. But it definitely caught me out a couple times today. This week, not today, but yesterday and the day before, in working outside. Now that the weather is nice, I like to go find a cafe or something like that to work outside a little bit, just so that I get a little sunlight. And I was headphones in, deep, going back and forth with people and agents, and then I guess I didn't notice, and I looked up, and like everybody had run under the overhang, and I was just sitting out there by myself with like the rain starting to spit down around me, and I guess I was wearing a big enough hat that I didn't really feel it coming down until I saw just like big splashes on my keyboard, and then of course, nobody wants their Mac to get wet, so I freaked out and went running like a scared little chicken. But that's what happens when you get deep into your work.
When you get deep in, yeah, you get locked. When you're locked in. I mean, when you were coming to Seattle more often, we'd be working together. Sometimes Christopher wouldn't eat all day, and then when he realized that he hasn't eaten, then he gets hangry. He's like, I need to eat now.
I do get hangry. Yeah, I haven't really eaten today, so I this live stream goes. I swear to God, if somebody pisses me off in the comments, we're going to hear about it.
Angry Chris is going to come out and rear his face.
Permaban. Boom.
He just needed a Snickers. Okay, well, it's
I don't. What do you tell Snickers? I don't even like Snickers. I'm a Kit Kat boy.
Oh, those are excellent. But I do love me a Snicker. I mean, Kit Kats are great though. They got that crunchy.
Have you had the matcha Kit Kats?
What? No.
They
That's
have
okay.
matcha white chocolate Kit Kats in Japan.
Oh, I think I've seen.
Oh,
it.
I have. Those are pretty good.
They
Are
are.
they
I am not into the whole.
I know. I was like, what are you
thing,
talking about?
pumpkin
Even
spice
matcha,
latte,
like green tea, matcha.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
like green tea flavored Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I did not expect to like those at all. And somebody in Japan one time gave me one, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is this deliciousness? And then I realized it was like, oh, it's a green tea Kit Kat. And I was like, all right, well played, Kit Kat, well played. You got me on that one. I will publicly admit that I like the matcha flavored Kit Kats. Nothing else with matcha will I publicly admit that I like, except for like straight plain matcha tea. But the matcha Kit Kats, I'm in for.
Yeah, those are
Nice.
pretty damn good. Yeah.
Nice. Well, before we get started, we got a couple of really big events that are happening.
Yeah.
Well, before we talk about the world's biggest event right now, which is obviously this live stream. Have you?
I was about to say, that better not be going where I think that's going, because we would have words, madam.
We would have words. Well, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you guys, did you guys get a chance to play around with Fable at all?
You know what? I tried it yesterday. Oh no, the day it came out, and I killed your tokens. Like, I think in a few hours. Or
You killed my tokens?
no, my tokens. Just
Oh, your
it just I hit my limit.
I killed your tokens. I'm the one who logged into
You logged
your
into my
Sorry,
account.
that
You
was
ran
me.
out of your own tokens.
Yeah. No, I ran out of mine so fast that I took yours. So
So it's a token killer, huh?
yeah, it's a token killer. Yeah, it hit it pretty quick. So I went back.
I don't know if I'm lucky or not for this, but I guess I have enough like security rules and like guidelines for my agents, just in my default agents files, that every time I tried to run it, it would just like instantly just be like, nope, like you've triggered the security guardrails and I'm not going to run.
Oh,
like within literally.
Wait. What do you think? What do you think I might have triggered it? I've been following some posts on X, and a lot of people are saying it's like a little bit of a annoying nanny. Like, has a lot of weird security rules.
Well, if you talk to it about security, it just stops. It's like, oh, I can't help you with security. You might be trying to hack some. So I have all these rules about what you are and aren't allowed to do, and the security reasons behind them, and blah 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 blah. And as one of my startup scripts, it's supposed to read those and then like acknowledge that it's read the security rules. And on more than one occasion, that caused it to just gate itself.
Oh, weird.
Like you can't even talk about security, or it's like, oh, what? You might be like, because I tell it things it's not allowed to do on my.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, this is for the newest version of Claude Code. It's called Fable. If you're not familiar with that, it's the most recent frontier model, and everyone's getting a sneak peek this week.
They're calling it Mythos class, which is their premier top tier generation of AI models.
Yeah.
And so, that was a very weird way of saying bunch of marketing bullshit. But
no, I'm just saying, if you're looking it up, because I was just like, I was looking it up. I was like, what is Mythos class? I've never heard of Mythos. And it's just like, it's from Anthropic. They call it that. But I was like, that sounds like really badass marketing. But
yeah. I mean, I think that people think they're making a god, so it makes sense, They literally think they're making a god, I think. But yeah, anyway, so it's fun, but it does kill your tokens, and if you get, so I switched back to the regular. It's hang
on, if they're making a god, then don't consider it token burning. Consider it tithing.
Yes, that's true.
They
should
change their tokens to called tithing.
Do not give these miserable fucks any ideas, sir. And Jen, I really, really hate how much what you just said is going to stick with me every time I think about our Anthropic.
Hiding.
It's just the handbasket at mass. They're
handing
money.
Yeah.
See, I'm so worried about it, because I will be the first to admit I use Claude a lot, and they've got some great models. But God damn it, their behavior as a company really fucking annoys me a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the shit they have baked into their models annoys me, especially
Thank
with
you.
the latest one. And anyway, that's
Yeah.
why we regularly try other models. Some of the team actually like Codex more. I've been using it some, which is the OpenAI coding
Yeah.
tool. For me, it's not quite as well integrated into Maestro. Although, maybe sometime when I have a little bit of time, I should release the latest version of Maestro that has Codex support, because we've been using it for a while. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Cloud's good. That's the thing. That's why I keep using it. I complain about it, but then I use it. So
Yeah. Well, I do use all of them. I use Perplexity, Codex. I kind of go back and forth. Some you can kind of start getting a vibe which one's going to be better at what, and then if you use one to reference the other, or like manage, or like evaluate the other, then they do catch each other on different things, and that helps a lot too. Yeah, like a lot. And that's why how Maestro is built that automatically. It does that by itself. But personally, I just do it anyway.
It helps. Yeah, I still have a skill that I call the brain trust that I rock out from time to time. And I use that actually both in OpenCode and in Claude. But it actually has API keys for several different model providers, and it will send the question to multiple model providers, and then it will mix their responses and ask them to critique each other's responses, and then kind of help it. I find that good to help me sort of expand the mental space, think about things from different angles. So sometimes I'll tell my agent, hey, ask the brain trust what they think. And it's a whole flow that it kicks off to do that. And it can be very helpful. And then sometimes it can be completely pointless, because all the brain trust does is echo back all of the same things that your Google search echoed back, which is like, no, I have a different idea here. I know exactly what I want to do. It's different. And, so sometimes the brain trust is just an echo chamber.
Yeah. I think, what I did yesterday. So we're working on the new UpRock AI kind of landing page, homepage. So I just, all the screenshots, everything I've been working on, just kind of dumped it into a Fable and see if it come up with like, hey, make this more epic, basically,
Worth the tokens?
What's that?
Worth the tokens?
It was okay. I think it needs to do more like code, it wasn't like a really code heavy thing, but I thought maybe it'd be like come up with better phrases and things like that and slogans. And I was like, it's okay. So I think I was just playing it the wrong way.
I think everything is still kind of behind when it comes to design. I think we got really great headway on coding and copy, making content. But when it comes to design, or particularly UI, it's not as good. Nothing is as good. I mean, it looks great. There's like great stuff, but I mean, as far as like, there's I don't think that it's made. I don't think. How am I going to word this? I think you guys can do a lot with coding, and you can do a lot with the UI too, the generated UI. But there's a lot of generated UI, because it's forward facing. It all tends to look the same. Like you can tell when something's generated by Lovable, right? That has a lovable look, which is basically all the themes that you find on Envato. And so it's, I guess maybe it's the same thing with code too, but you don't look at code. Most people aren't looking at code, so they don't know if it is derivative. But certainly with the interface design, a lot of stuff is derivative, but it will get better. It will always get better.
Yep.
So I think, like you say, maybe not, if you guys are playing around with Fable, maybe don't waste your tokens on doing interface or design stuff. It seems like it's stronger suited for code.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's fun to try. Like it's just, if you're in it, it's always fun to try the new stuff. And so.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, let's get into the week, guys. Shall we?
Let's do it.
It is our 105th weekly call. It is a very big week around the world because World Cup started.
Woohoo.
And as you can see from our top right-hand corner there, the country of the week looks like a trophy, a World Cup trophy. And we'll explain what that means in the next slide, or in a couple of slides. But it's World Cup. It started here too. We're hosting in Seattle. So we're ready. I haven't actually been outside yet. So Jesse and everybody here at UpRock, we've all been pulling it was a lot of late nights, long days at our desks. So we haven't seen the sunlight yet, but soon we'll face the
I know. I can feel it. Yeah.
You can feel the energy.
See my skin? I really need it. I really need some vitamin D. Look at that. That's blinding.
I know. I did go for a walk and I got a watch tan. You never tan. I always tan. I could just think about it and I tan too fast, which is kind of hard when you wear foundation. Anyway, okay, so it is World Cup week, and it's our 105th call. Yep. In a minute, or in a little bit, we're going to share a QR code so you can check in and get your weekly boost. But our agenda. Wait, what's this about McDonald's glasses? Have you got your World Cup glasses from McDonald's? I did not know that they had World Cup glasses from McDonald's. Maybe I need to get some French fries and get my glasses. We're going to talk about World Cup.
Man, guess what you want?
I want some fries. I want some barbecue sauce on the side. Don't forget what the wings that I ordered, or I'm going to hit you up. I don't know the words. Anyway, we're going to talk about
what are you even talking about?
Man, that's what I want.
I want
some fries. You don't know that meme? Never mind.
No, I do not.
Barbecue sauce.
Obviously, you don't want French fries. You don't want barbecue sauce on the side? Never mind. All right,
you know what, Jesse? That is so messed up that you just did that.
What?
Because that's going to be stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah. Well,
of this live stream.
Man, that's what I want. I want some fries.
Oh, God.
I am so hungry right now, and I have no fucking idea what you two are on about.
Don't even.
We'll show you later.
No,
it'll be in your head forever.
Don't show me later. Don't show me. If you call me later, I'm not picking up. I'm just going to get that out in front right now.
Mm-hmm.
Smart, Christopher. Reject.
I can tell when he's in a mood, and he's in a mood right now. You can tell from that.
It's called delirium. I'm delirious. I'm actually delirious. I have not slept.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
If you guys start seeing like a lazy eye, start twitching, that's how you know I'm crazy. Okay.
You know, Roz is somewhere in the DM saying like, guys.
Yeah, get it together. Keep it moving.
Okay, World Cup. Okay. We're going to talk about semantic video search, which Christopher awesomely demoed last week.
Yep.
And the week before. We'll talk about our Rocket AI launch, which is why your team is so tired and why Jesse is delirious singing about barbecue sauce. We'll share our 7-day boost QR code so you can check in, some product updates, some Q&A, and then we're out of here. On the topic of Q&A, guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. We will star them and answer them at the end, unless, of course, it is related to the topic that we at hand, and then we will answer it then. And I will try to get into Discord during the live stream to see if there's anything that was left there in the questions for live room. But if you have a question now, the best place is in the chat. All right?
Yep.
All right, let's get started, guys. It is World Cup. Started this week. I think I saw somebody talking about the opening ceremony. Did anyone get a chance to watch it?
I missed it. When did that happen? I guess today, right?
I have no idea. It's not the Olympics. I don't know what the whole opening ceremony thing is. But you know what? I will say the best thing about, football. The best thing about football coming to America at this time of year is that there is football in America at this time of year, even if it's soccer football. But my favorite thing about all of this that has been so goddamn wholesome is watching all of the Europeans and some Asians as well, but especially Europeans, watching all of the Europeans. So what I didn't realize, I knew that there were going to be a few big cities like Seattle and Los Angeles, and I assumed that all of the games were going to be in big cities, but they're not. They're playing them in American college football stadiums all over the United States, like in the South and stuff. And there are these amazing Twitter threads of like Europeans discovering Buc-ee's, or like being in Mobile, Alabama, or like going to the Auburn football stadium, which football, whatever. It's a huge stadium. It seats like 90,000 people. And like, apparently the Southerners brought their energy. If it's called football, nobody got disappointed when they showed up and there were guys kicking a black and white ball around instead of a brown ball. So it looked like a grand old time. But it's just been so incredibly, on X anyway, it's been so incredibly wholesome. It's like the best thing that happened since X discovered that Japanese people liked barbecue. It's just been like hilariously fun and awesome.
I love watching those videos of non-Americans trying American barbecue for the first time. And I'm so excited for all those people who are visiting the South and in Texas right now, and they get to try it for the first time because you guys are gonna fall in love. American barbecue is so good.
Yeah,
I want to go down and have some.
It's great when you have friends that love to do it and they have the smoker and they love doing it. We have a few friends like that.
Yeah,
that's a good perk of a friend to have.
That is really nice. I love, even though we don't, we're not obviously as big of a football country as elsewhere in the world. It is becoming more popular here. And I really, really do love that because it's a bummer that we don't play our country. We don't participate as fervently in world sports as others do. I mean, what do we got? Even baseball, it's just us and Japan and Central America, right? Even
Korea and everybody else who loves a great sport. I mean, here's the thing: when you've already got the best sports, it's up to other people to come play them or not. We don't need to change.
Yes.
Yeah, this is big talk when America's gonna lose World Cup. We're not even placing.
Well, yeah, because we don't play this game. Anyway, well, we could how would that blow people's minds?
Yeah.
How would that blow people's odds on the prediction markets? Huh? Now that.
Oh, right. What are they? Okay, so what is this competition here, Jen? And this is our own thing, right?
Yes. So we actually have we have a couple of things that are going on, couple of campaigns.
Okay.
Starting today. Well, UpRock World Cup officially begins. And so over the next 2 weeks, we are going to be running 2 global campaigns. The first one is Country Weeks, where every week, 8 countries will be in the spotlight. And those 8 countries every week will get their double earnings in usual Country Week fashion, where if you are physically in those countries, you get double your earnings for that week. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, we're running another campaign called the Swarm Cup, where every participating nation will compete in a 6-week uptime challenge. So the top 8 countries will share a 1 million UPT. Wait, what's that? Wow. I had to double check. 1 million UPT prize pool. First place for the nation that gets first place with 400,000 UPT. Second place, 200,000 UPT. Third, 100,000. Fourth, 75,000. And 5th through 8th place, 45,000.
Cool.
The final standings will be announced on July 19. So lots. I'm sorry, I had to double take. That is a great one. So lots of stuff going on to celebrate World Cup. If you are in these 8 countries this week, you get double your earnings. Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Czechia, or Czechia, Canada, Bosnia, and I cannot pronounce this. It starts with an H.
Herzegovina?
Herzegovina. Thank you.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
It looks like it. Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sorry, I didn't want to butcher it. Qatar and Switzerland. I never know how to pronounce Qatar. Is it Qatar? Qatar?
It's Qatar, I think, but Qatar sounds more fancy. But it's Qatar.
So those are the 8 countries for our week 1, groups A and B. You guys get double your earnings. Everybody else in the Swarm Cup, all 48 participating nations. Keep your uptime going and help secure your country's top spot in the uptime challenge. So
yeah.
Okay. What do you got to do to be part of, if you're in one of the 48 nations for the Global Uptime Challenge? Is just keep UpRock running in the background. That's it. There's a couple things we can do to make sure that your time doesn't get interrupted. your connection doesn't get interrupted. One, we always recommend turning on the notifications, because if something happens, we can send you a notification that you just got to manually open the app. And two, recommend putting the widget on your home screen so you can get a quick glance whether or not you are you're connected. There you go, guys. That's a really big and fun campaign. Pedro, I hope Pedro is here. Pedro frequently asks about the social campaigns, and so this is a great one. So yeah, if you're not here, Pedro, hopefully you see the recording.
Yep.
By the way, the prediction market on Coinbase, it's for the men's World Cup winner. Right now, it's looks like Spain is up there, France is right behind it, and then England. That is how it works. So the prediction market for UpRock winner is totally different, and it comes down to their uptime. But yeah, that's how it is in the game. So, but yeah, this is a good opportunity. If it's your country of the week, even better. But keep that uptime going. This is an awesome prize pool. Right before Rocket AI is going to start rolling out. It's already in the alpha track. People are testing it. I'm pretty excited about that. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But this is great. We want to get right into. We're doing this launch right in time where we're actually doing a lot more crawl jobs. So uptime really matters a lot, guys. And this is why we're able to do these price pools. So keep them going.
And for the people who are not you're in countries that are not in World Cup, I mean, worry not. We have campaigns that are going on all the time. This is just a World Cup campaign. We have countries of the week that happens every single week. We have a new country. But this one is just for World Cup. But we'll have more, lots more. In fact, for World Cup, we'll talk about this in a little bit when I talk more about games, but we have a new game provider called Playtime. And we are starting a World Cup promotion over the weekend. And this applies to everybody who gets the Playtime games, which is global. You'll get double your rewards for playing games through Playtime. And so I'll share that in a little bit, more about that in a little bit, but there's one that's global. Anybody can get that. You get their double rewards. And also a reminder, almost everything that you do in UpRock not only gives you a reward in UPTP, but you also get a rocket boost, which is a boost on your earn rate. So like, let's say you play a game, you get some tokens for that, but you also get your earn rate boost, which will increase, like, let's say you could get like a 3x boost on your earn rate, and will last anywhere from a few hours to a few days. So you could do as many of those as you want, which is great for anybody, particularly if you're in the country of the week, but it really works for everybody, no matter where you are in the world. We encourage you to answer surveys. I'm hearing a little bit of feedback here. I'm going to mute a mic. You can answer surveys, you can play games, refer people, watch the daily videos. You'll see that on the home screen. All of that stuff gives you a reward in UPTP, as well as a boost on your earn rate that will last for a while. And you can do as many as you want, except for the daily videos. You're limited to 3 every 24 hours. So go do that, no matter where in the world you are.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to the agents have eyes. It's like the eyes. The agents have eyes. Well, they can already read the web, but we're giving them eyeballs. Well, last week, the last couple weeks, Christopher has been sharing some amazing demos from Team UpRock. The semantic video search. It was so cool the first week, 2 weeks ago when you shared it. Even cooler last week. So you can do real intelligence across not just like searching transcripts, but you can ask a question for a video and get real answers. One, you could just
this is the actual processing of the video frames.
Yes,
because you can if you like drop a YouTube or TikTok link into your AI, whatever one you use, it might grab the transcript, the text, like the subtitles, essentially.
Okay, pretty much the subtitles, yeah. In a lot of cases, well, I'm not even sure about a lot of cases. In some cases, some of the better agents or agent harnesses can grab the subtitles and read them, but it can't see what's on the screen. Yeah,
can't see. It can't actually watch the video, and so it misses a lot of stuff if it can't watch it. And so And if you want to be able to add that to your agent, there's a couple of options out there. They're pretty expensive. They're also for companies. It's really not for everybody. And they don't design that way. They have a playground. There's an API. There's an API playground. There's dev docs. Just the way their products are designed, you can just tell they're really not for everybody. And we're like, this is Rocket AI is for everybody. We want to make it the most rewarding and most accessible agent. And so it needs to be able to do things on the web, see things 24/7, watch things, but also do actions. And it can't if it's blind to one of the biggest types of content on the web, which is video, then it's going to be blind to a lot of the tasks out there. And so it needs to be able to do video. It needs to be able to do affordably and accessible and make it really easy for everyone, where you can just drop a link and then actually just help you save time and to watch a video with you, or to analyze it with you, or to whatever you want. But it needs to be able to have the eyes and the power to do that. And that's what a semantic video search means. So you can have it watch, you can talk to it like a friend, like, hey, did you watch this ad, or you watch this video, or hey, I don't have time to watch the top 100 TikTok channels. Just tell me which ones are good, or whatever. It actually can save you time, because it can actually watch them and say, hey, you should probably watch these 3. These will interest you the most, or this one was really interesting because it had this inside the video, etc. You can just talk to it just like that, which is pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, the other thing is we're missing out when we, one of the biggest things that our truly awesome web research, but one of the biggest things it's missing out on right now is searching for the content that's inside videos, not just the names, not just the titles, but what actually happened. And so much, we see this with social media now, everything that's going on, both with some of the sad world events, but also with the happy things like the World Cup, is all posts are dominated by video. And right now, the vast majority of AI is completely blind to that, literally and figuratively. It doesn't know what's in there. It doesn't know that's there. It doesn't know anything that's going on with it. So this is the way that AI can both watch video, but also that our search can get even better by incorporating the wealth, all the information that's going in videos, not just in written text. So it's pretty amazing, and it's working. Well, we'll get that some more about exactly where this is in product updates, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to? Do we have it ready to share today, or next?
Yeah, maybe. Ask me again in 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I was just thinking. I was like, yeah, Christopher showed us demos twice, and then it just dawned on me, the second demo that I was thinking of with the car was internal. It was a team demo. And just because things have been like building so fast and moving so fast, I thought that was already last week. But that
was Monday. That was Monday. The thing is, I really want to show that off to everyone, but the only thing is that was running on a dev endpoint, and I'm hoping that it will be running on a production endpoint by the end of this call. So we'll see in a few minutes.
Yep.
Well, so cool. That would be amazing, because it is really, really freaking cool.
Yeah.
With the car. I love
and
that.
The best part about all this is it's going to be super accessible, because there already are there's software out there that already can do surveillance. We all seen the videos in China of cameras of like checking people and objects and things like that. This is not that. This is like an AI that's on your side to just help you understand what's in a video, because the biggest part of content on the web is video. And if you're never going to browse alone again. There's so much content on the web that you're going to want an agent to help you just find deals, to help you just save time, to help you manage your tabs, help you do anything on the web. It's just going to be, and it's necessary, because the explosion of content from just generative AI is so crazy that you will need another AI just help to filter it and sift through it all, and to find relevant stuff that you only care about, so you can actually make a decision. And that's how you make the most rewarding, accessible agent. It needs all the tools to be able to go out there and make sure it finds what you actually want, and then deliver on that. And make, again, accessible means affordable. And so that's the power of this. We understand. We've been building a lot of the layers of this technology for many, many years, actually. We've been in data hosting. We've been in the video business. We've been delivering like all the constraints of mobile, how to deliver 4K videos and big games and stuff like that through an app store experience.
Basic videos, much less 4K, but yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that experience, or actually every layer of the stack It allowed us to build this thing in a way that's going to be super accessible and amazing for everybody, not just for a handful of companies worldwide. That is actually one of the innovations, because when video first came out, I think folks might not remember this, but there were companies who thought video is so precious and awesome, so they kind of gated it. There were big companies, kind of like Real Networks, and I think there was one called Lumen. All these companies said, let's charge a lot for a video and just make it super expensive, and they kind of like slow dripped it, and you have to spend a lot. And then a small little startup called YouTube came out, and they said, let's go complete opposite. Video is awesome. Everyone will want it. Let's, instead of
we should optimize these companies before YouTube were optimizing to make their products so that people would watch the least amount of video possible. Because the idea was that, if you got a customer to subscribe, every minute of video they watched was you losing money, right? So you wanted them to subscribe and watch as little video as possible.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not a great business model.
No.
What YouTube did is they said, hey, we want people to watch as much video as possible. And that's what's happening with AI tokens. Honestly, it's the same kind of thing where when you look at, like we were complaining earlier, but when you look at the really high cost model providers like Anthropic or OpenAI for their flagship models and stuff like that, it is very much the case that a lot of their products are designed to sort of encourage and help you use their product less. But I think that just like the price of bandwidth came down and that enabled all these amazing video experiences. I mean, look at it. We are streaming what could well turn into an hour and a half. Well, at this point, it's going to be at least an hour and a half live stream for lots of people. And it's not like a big deal. Like there are lots of platforms we can stream it on. In fact, there are lots of platforms we are concurrently streaming it on because bandwidth is just that cheap. That's if you try to apply that kind of thinking to AI right now, that's not where it's going. But that's where we think it's going. That's where I think it's going. Is that the price of tokens for practical use, the price of tokens is going to keep coming down, and it's going to enable so many cool things.
I think the business model of abundance is a good one, and that's what YouTube did. They figured out how to make it cheap so that you can just upload whatever you want, create your own channels, create your audience, and that didn't have to worry about racking up a huge mega bill for doing so. And now, we all know who won, and TikTok's kind of on their riding on that too. So same thing with semantic video searches and having AI using those tokens to unlock intelligence and new use cases. And if you because of our experience on running every level of that stack, this could actually get really expensive, but we figured out how to make it just really, really accessible and affordable. So that's part of the underlying innovation here. It's not just like we have it done, because it's some folks have it out there, but again, it's just for companies and it's pretty expensive. We're going to make it so that Rocket is the most rewarding and accessible agent because it has all the skills you demand and expect, and it's going to make things more abundant as far as like intelligence goes in the palm of your hand. So that's awesome about Rocket. And so good. I always think that's a great analogy, Chris, about YouTube, because people forget those companies are gone. The ones that made a scarcity mindset, those companies are gone. They died. The ones that had an abundance mindset, they win. So that's how we think about it too.
I don't know if you remember, but kind of our old stomping grounds where we used to go get. Remember those big like Chinese pork dumplings, the hambao down by the fish market. Just down from there was the old Real Networks office, and every time we would go down there, I walked by, I'd be like, those guys didn't last. And
a huge, nice place too.
Yep.
All right, cool. Jen?
So, Jen, I think you are on mute.
I am on mute. Okay. Am I seeing here in the chat talking about scripts, using scripts and on UpRock?
What do you mean?
If you're running UpRock on 64 devices and using scripts, I don't know, man. You're not gonna really get rewards.
You know what? Okay. Actually, okay. I'll give you a little more explanation of why this matters. I think for a travel. Okay, you're bringing up travel stuff. Who's playing it? Like those stories about playing a trip. Who's looking at beaches playing?
No,
trip?
I was talking.
Huh? Which one?
Benjamin.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Jesse, keep rolling. You're on a roll.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple things. So if you go to like Expedia.com, And this is a big part of, and actually Expedia has this big, they do a report on how people do searching for travel, whether it's for work or family, not just for travel, because they do everything now, right? They do restaurants, they do car rentals, they do travel, a big part of the economy. And if you go there, in that report, a lot of the travel is people have a certain time of the year that they're off. They have a budget and keep in mind. Work travel is a little different. Usually it's last minute and it's always work and the company's paying. But for personal, you have a plan in mind, you have a budget in mind, you have a certain window. And so it happens months in advance. And so there's many ways, it's very complicated, there's many ways that lead you to a decision. And a big part of that's a real struggle for big companies, or like these companies are trying to figure it out, whether Expedia, Travelocity, or even Google Flights, is the inspiration comes from family and friends. It comes from Instagram. It comes from a video you watch from an influencer on TikTok. And so much of it, bottom line, is it's images and video you've seen that inspires you. Like, oh my God, that's a cool trip that someone took. It's not text. It's always images and video. And so if you say, hey, I love this image. I just saw someone that posted this great trip, and you post and you find out it costs like 10 grand to take this beach vacation. Well, that's not great. It's cool that now you're aware of it. Now, what if an agent can actually say, you know what? I love that you like this video. I'm going to check it out. Oh, I see. You kind of like this vibe. You look like you like a hotel room that has more wood. I can hear like there's music that does this. Okay, I can kind of see like you want this kind of location. You like this kind of food. You commented on that. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend all my time looking for vacation spots like this. And point is like the most rewarding agent is discoverability and accessibility. So there's so much stuff out in the world that how do you make sure you can find something that's within your budget or something that you can access? This is the power of a rewarding agent. So discoverability is a hard part. And if you don't know, if an agent cannot watch videos or process images well, then it cannot discover the right things how you want to discover them, which is you want to discover something similar to the video you just watched. And this is the power of having the ability for your AI to watch videos, because now it can like all day long discover things. It might find hotels and beaches near you that are just as amazing, but now it's accessible because it found something within your budget. This is the most rewarding agent ever if it can do things like this. You know, that's just one aspect. Other ways is like being able to drop in, whether it's for shopping or anything like that, being able to drop this in and say, hey, I like this outfit on this video or in this ad. I just saw Zendaya or whatever, or Tom Holland, watch it. They just have a video and I like that shirt. You should be able to drop that in, and the AI will be able to just watch and say, okay, cool shirt, I got you, and go find something that's similar and say, okay, yeah, this shirt is actually a $10,000 shirt. It's like, okay, cool, I can buy that. Or maybe you can't. Here's something that's kind of similar. Here's a range of similar. So it's about discoverability. If you want to break it down, like what are the big buckets of what a rewarding agent does? It's discovering, discoverability, and accessibility. A lot of it comes down to those two things. Can it do those two things really, really well? Can it find the options that makes things accessible when it finds something for you? And so it needs more tools to be able to do that. This is why it's powerful. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And let me just also add to the question of like who is doing it.
Yeah.
I just asked my agent to do a quick search while we were chatting here, and I was going to say that there's like the better part of 1 billion. It says about 1.2 to 1.5 billion people a year who travel. So the answer is like 1 in 4, 1 in 5 people in the world travel every year. And as we know from social media and everything else, people watch stuff, people interact with it. It is how they interact and find things. So that's why when we talk about this as an example of like a use case, a specific use case for UpRock, which is being able to let AI agents or search tools access and index and interact with media, but especially video. But keep in mind, right, what UpRock has already built is the ability to get those images from social media posts, get the things that people are saying, and so on. So yeah.
The other thing too is, there's one thing, like let's say it's Airbnb or VRBO or whatever. There are the official videos that listings post up. And then there's a user-generated content. So you might have a hotel room, and then there's 100 people that upload videos like, no, this place sucks, man. It's not exactly what the video shows. If you are an agent, and so the agent just can see the text and say, yes, this has this many reviews. The pictures look good. But then the reality is that place actually hasn't been kept up for a while. And if it's unable to watch the actual user videos It has no idea. And so you can actually say, yeah, you know what? Or maybe you can see the other comments and it says, oh, the user says it sucks. But now it can be even more nuanced and intelligent and say, you know what? Looks like their listing is great. But a lot of videos, I watched them. It's not bad. You know, I think you might want to put up with it. It's like the official videos look like this, but I can tell it's in the videos that the user generated, it's a little bit smaller than you think. But I think you don't mind it because it's within your budget. It can actually be a little more intelligent because it can watch the real videos of what the place looks like versus the official videos. It'll have to like make up some assumptions if it's only reading text, but video is such a better way to like really understand what's happening in the real world. And so now it's going to be more on your side, more nuanced, more intelligent with its advice, with its insights, right? And that's another case. For business cases, the same thing. The huge world of ads, because AI can generate so much content that ad companies have a nightmare situation where they have to watch ads and verify them and make sure. And so a lot of companies are using some big tools that are expensive. You can have the UpRock MCP, and then you can literally add some prompts and instructions to do compliance on video ads. And that's a good base case where you just want to go through. There's companies who do video for just video for like user like heat maps and how's your site performing and how people are clicking on things. Right now, that's just all visual. So if you're a marketing person or a designer, you literally sit through and watch those videos and just say, okay, how are people using our site? Well, that could be thousands of videos or 10,000s of videos if you have a lot of users. Now
I remember we paid a company for this a few years ago, and we got like, I don't know, Jesse, what, hundreds of hours of video of like people using, you know, they paid people to use the product and recorded it all and what their eyes were looking at and stuff like that. Yeah. It was like, okay, great. Now watch it all and make sense of it. Good luck.
Yeah. So then it's not actionable because you have to shift through it. Now with semantic video search, you can ingest, let's say 10,000 videos. We ingest it fast. So you can ingest them. You can do it real time as they're coming through. And then you can say with your AI, say, hey, what are the problem areas you're seeing as it comes through? What do you recommend we should change on the site? Things like that. Where are people rage clicking? Oh, they're rage clicking on this section. Okay, we need to pay attention to this. Seems like people are just constantly clicking on that. So that's one use case where even UI videos, it just gets better and better, where you can move faster and make smarter decisions. But I think so much of our just the world's commerce, which is the best business model in the world, by matching people up with the right product and services. It's about discoverability and accessibility, giving you the options that work for you. And so much of that is driven by images and video. It's text, but really, if you think about how much time you decide to actually buy something or make a decision, you always want to see if it's available, what's the image in the video, you know, and video is the best one. That's why like TikTok shopping is so great, because you might not even look at Yelp to see the actual restaurant reviews. You prefer to go to YouTube or TikTok and see what your favorite creator or influencer is like watching, going through the restaurants in New York. You rather watch all their videos about what are the best ramen shops in New York versus just going to Yelp, you know? So video is powerful in decision making.
Yeah. So anyway, and I see the person who posted this question follow up and said, oh, a lot of this can be done with images. Yeah, there is a lot that can be done with images, and there are definitely a lot of companies that are already doing that. But the quantity of video that's getting posted is massive. And just a screenshot from a video without the context of the whole video is much less useful, much less informative than being able to actually ingest the whole video. Just like the text of the video is much less useful than being able to combine and intermix the images, the image, the data that's in the images with the text. And so the way we do it is we really intermix them. When the AI is processing this, it has both the relevant parts of the video and the relevant image data from the video, as well as the relevant parts of what's being said and what's happening, all mixed together into a single. That is why it is truly multimodal. It is not just not just text. It's everything together.
Yeah.
So
and you want your agent to it, because if you notice Grok, actually I've asked Grok if it can actually do semantic video search. The answer he gave is I can't really. It's like it gave a kind of weird answer. So I'm not sure it actually does full semantic video search, But everything we know from some of these bigger companies, they always want to charge something crazy. And again, like big part of this is like, there's governments are going to want stuff like this, but also like big companies will offer a semantic video search. But it'll be priced out. We want to make this abundant. Like anyone should be able to have an amazing agent you can trust. And trust comes down to, can you actually do things? Can you actually go deep and wide on the internet? Do you have the skills to actually, or do I have to fork out a bunch of money to actually make a useful agent? Like that's stupid. Like it shouldn't be where only a few like it shouldn't just be all the engineers and the rich people in SF that get the best agents and everyone else is priced out. It should be, everyone should have an amazing agent that has all the skills, and you shouldn't have to spend $200 a month to get that. Like people did back in the day with real networks where they made videos so expensive no one can use it. YouTube comes out, anybody with a phone or internet connection can create a channel, and so that's the idea here too. So.
Yep. Exactly. All right. I think we have kept the people waiting for the QR code for far longer than we should.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, you filthy animals. What do you come here just for the QR code?
Yes. You don't, I believe, have children, so you don't understand. They show up and say, Daddy, it's so good to see you. You go, yeah, what do you want? Can you reach something for me? I'm hungry. Can you cook me some food? Wait, your kid just came to.
Well, I have my phone on, so I'm ready to scan the QR code too. So
I
let's
thought
go.
you guys were here because you wanted news about semantic video search, or at least to hear our voices and just
Jakonji, I hope I got that right. Anyway, hey, always be skeptical. Like everyone should be skeptical. I love it when somebody shows up and has actual real questions and pushes back and challenges us and like, okay, that's your position and explain it. And like we like to say that these are like our weekly stand-up with the community. So yeah, just like in a real stand-up, push back, be like, well, is this a good idea? Whatever. So I hope I hope that this week, next week, we'll be able to show off some parts of this. We have people ready to use it, and we have literally people waiting for today's deploy to go out because they are ready to use it. So we'll have to see now. Does that translate into a big bump in revenue? I hope so. We certainly think so. Well, we think there's a real possibility there. But yeah, like always, ask questions like this and let us, explain.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, here you go. What you're here for, which is definitely not us. Not really feel the love, guys. But here you go. Here's your damn QR code. Go take your damn QR code. I gotta scan it too. I gotta get mine. Hang on a second. All right, guys. If you don't know what this is for, if you are on an Android device, because we don't have the iOS app, it's in review. Review hell. We'll talk about that a little bit. You must be on your Android device. It helps to have already UpRock installed. Scan this with your device camera, or you can also wait. Why am I having a brain fart right here? Or you can use this link, follow this link on your Seeker, or if you just don't like to scan. Damn it! Hang on, that was the wrong thing. Why is this not copying?
For what?
I'm trying to copy the.
The link.
Oh, it's failing to copy. Is this working?
Oh, pasting the link into the chat.
Yeah, there we go. Try that.
There we go. Yep.
There we go. Try that. Okay, you can. Let me try. I'll do this all over again. You can. I think the two of us are highlighting stuff. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Scan this QR code on your Android device. It helps if you already have UpRock installed. But it's okay if you don't. If you don't have UpRock installed, it will take you to the Play Store to install it. Then you have to scan it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, scan this to get your weekly check-in for Front Row. That's the badge where you can check in every week, and you get a boost that will last you for 7 days. This started an hour ago. It will expire at 5:30 a.m. UTC. So you still have time if you are watching this, a recording of this a couple hours later, you're fine. You can still scan it. If you don't want to scan, or if you are on a Seeker device, still must be on an Android device, then you could click that link instead, and that will also check you in.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I am going to scan now so I could get mine. Did you guys scan yet?
Mm-hmm. By the way, just to be clear, our iOS app hasn't been approved yet, so this is only for Android. Unfortunately for the iOS folks, We have an update on iOS soon. Good positive
Oh
news.
my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, but until then, unfortunately, Android, we've said this a few times, but as soon as the iOS version is out, we will do something special for the iOS community who has been patiently waiting to participate in the badges and all that stuff. So, but until then, unfortunately, you have to use an Android to get this badge working. Okay.
Okay, let me see. I just also want to make sure I'm getting this. If you're getting a 404 when you follow that link or scan that QR code, that's because you are not on an Android device. That said, this is my first time. Is usually Roz gives me shares the link, and I tried myself, and teach a woman to fish, and she can whatever. But I don't know if I did it right, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, so that link should work too. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll call Roz and say I messed up. I don't think I did though. All right. Okay. I am. Let's see. I am going to move on, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Now Rocket. We're going to talk about this last week, but we have Copilot.
Yep.
Coming
Okay.
soon. You were just talking about. Actually.
Yes, we were.
just talking about.
So someone.
Well, I knew I was talking about it. I'm not sure everybody knew I was talking about it, but yes.
We have a question here. So it is actually in the. So should we just talk about both Play Store and App Store updates for this? We have a screen.
Yeah, let's do it.
For that, or just announce. Okay. Yeah. So Rocket AI is currently in beta, alpha test track. So which means the Rocketeers, the mods, the team, they're currently testing it. We're fixing some issues we found, but then as soon as that happens, it'll go into the beta track. And then the beta track is going to allow some of the Diamond Pause people, the front row, people who are here committed in the live stream. Those are the folks that are going to be part of the beta test group. So you're going to get early access to it, which would be awesome. So all the good stuff that you appreciate, the wallet, the rewards, all that will still be in there. But front and center will be Rocket AI, and it has a bunch of features. It has a full-on agent that has access to a computer, to storage, to file building. It can do reminders. It can do a bunch of cool stuff. It's going to keep growing because it's a great thing about an agent. It's upgradable like a video game. And so that's part of it. And then, so that's testing now. Like if it looks good, we'll probably put it out in beta within a week. On iOS, it's also looking amazing. And we're feeling really good about it. I really feel like the Apple reviewers are going to love it, or not love it, but at least they'll prove it. And that'll allow us, here's what we have to do. We have to upload a stable version, which is getting close. And then once we upload a stable version, we can create a pre-registration program. And that'll allow everyone to actually, we can send messages to everyone who currently have it installed. And then you'll get a message to actually pre-register for the new version. Because it's actually going to be a new listing, a new link. And that I think also will be, really coming up a few days maybe, but definitely by next week. So you're about to sign up for pre-registration. As soon as that's done, I don't think maybe a few days afterwards, we will upload the actual first version of the iOS app. And then anyone who's pre-registered will automatically get it installed. You don't have to even think about it. It'll just auto install you. That's the whole point of the pre-registration program. So you'll be first one to get in and the first one to actually start participating in badges and all the good stuff and using Rocket. Yeah. So that's it. So that's going to be pretty good. So the next week and 10 days is going to be a lot. You're going to start seeing some big stuff. On the Android side, we'll probably we'll see how it goes. But idea is to probably spend a week or two maybe in the beta phase. But if things are looking really good, things are like exploding and no fires, we'll probably just start rolling it out to production so more of you guys can see it too.
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but so far with the users who are using it already, I have not noticed any major performance problems. We have definitely found, thanks to everybody who's already joined, we've definitely found some behavioral lapses, but no performance problems so far, knock on wood. So yeah.
But it's coming together. It's moving fast, and it's finally here. So that's it, guys. So stay tuned. The pre-registration sign-up link we'll share on our social media. So finally, iOS community can get back on track, and so excited about that.
and we're, it says here Diamond Paws and Front Row, but worry not, guys. This is just for the phase one. We'll open it up to more too. We just want to start off with those two, and then we will, then we will.
Yep.
More. Sasha suggested, what if we do a beta test for test group for the D Pioneers? That could be a cool one if you're a holder. But I mean, it's not like really.
Yeah.
We want to do a phase. So anyway, but more likely we're just gonna just open it up, just wider range. We just want to start off like real quick with these two groups.
One thing I do want to do for the D Pioneers is we have Rocket needs fuel to be able to go anywhere it wants on the internet and do things. And so we have a fuel credit system because we want to make things affordable and accessible, but some folks will want to do like the more premium stuff. Like if you want to generate video, we want to make sure we support all the models. That's why we have a whole model evaluation system, so we can see what are the best tools for the right price for the right thing. But sometimes some of the frontier models, if you wanted to use that, like video, like Dance, it will require some rocket fuel. And we can have a bunch of fun stuff where you can also earn fuel. You can swap it with your UPT. So there's real utility for your token there to use it. But also if you have a D Pioneers NFT, then we can do some promotions for that community. So yeah, we are definitely going to do something like that. That'd probably be more meaningful than just a beta tester sign up, to actually do like discounts and access to more rocket fuel and things like that. So
exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, this is a great segue into just general product updates, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we have so happy to say iOS in test flight again. Oh my God. It's been so nice to see iOS in test flight. So we're testing that out extensively because it has been since November. And if you guys have been following along with the iPhone and Apple app, the Apple Store saga, the Epic, our Odyssey, if you will, we went into review hell in November. A lot of back and forth. A lot of no answers, vague answers, and blah, blah, back and forth. And now we settled on, we got some concrete feedback, and well, it turns out we have to make a new app listing. So if you have had the App Store, the iOS app installed before, you're going to have to do a new one, which is why we're doing the whole Copilot and all that stuff, right? Pre-register. Yeah. Anyway, that said, it is now in test flight, and we are testing it aggressively.
Yep.
It's a huge update, which also Android's going to be getting this update as well. You will be seeing it in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully next week we can have something to share, more with you.
Yep.
You guys, Android and iOS are going to have a huge update, but iOS is such a huge update because it's been gone for a long time. Yeah. And so we're very excited to have it back.
Yeah.
Crossing our fingers. You guys are going to love it. And it has been since iOS went into review hell, a lot of things have happened. Well, we launched badges. And so you missed out on some front rows, which we just shared the QR code. I'll share it again in a little bit. But like Jesse said, we'll do something special for you iOS folks.
Yeah. There's badges. I mean, there's all the game partner surveys, metric receipts survey in the US. All that stuff will be new for the iOS community because they came out in this past year. And then of course Rocket. So that is so pre-registration, look for that. I think the goal is we'll do a video, like a promo, like a hype video, so you guys can see what it looks like. We're really excited and proud of how we designed it. We spent a lot of time on looking at the trends of where this is going. We don't have to worry about I think there's a if you look at all the AI products out there, there's the concept of like a chatbot LLM, and then there's an agent. And an agent moves so fast that everyone's kind of bolting on an agent experience to their kind of existing chat experience. And so most of that UI is complicated, messy, and it's messy. Like they already have legacy code because they're moving so quickly on everything. And so just dumping it on there. We took a step back and look and say, hey, I don't think people actually care for the difference between a chatbot and an agent. They just want this AI to get better and better and better. And they don't need to be able to switch between the two. I think that's pointless. It's just this is your assistant or buddy or your AI agent, and it just needs to be able to do things, to go deep, far, wide, and take action and help you out and be a rewarding, accessible agent. So that allows us to make some really smart design decisions that make it simplified. We don't have to worry about this kind of complicated, messy idea of like, are you switching between agent mode or chat mode? It's just Rocket. It just does stuff for you. And it already has, you don't have to worry about scary permissions like, hey, I need to go buy a Mac Mini, or I need to go give it permission to access my laptop in some way. That scares most people off because it's so new for everybody. We're just getting started. I mean, the agent era is just, the agentic web era is just getting started. It's really like, just getting started. No one really knows where it's all going, but first step is like, let's just get into people's hands in a safe, fun way and make it super simple. And so that's what it's about. So a lot of stuff, it's abstracted away for you. It has access to a computer, has access to a server, an encrypted kind of sandbox. It can make files, has its own folder structure, all those things, and you can upgrade it with skills. It can attack an email if you want, has reminders, all that good stuff. That's all built in there. And then it has the powers of the deepen of the UpRock community, web research. It can go find, track, monitor, search things 24/7. Because again, this is not a regular chatbot. This thing is always on whenever you want it. It can just do work for you on the weekend or at night, whenever you sleep. This is actually living up to the vision of UpRock, earning passive income and rewards for you while you sleep. And a rewarding agent is not just finding deals, but whatever you want, and that's what this is. So pretty cool. Yeah, so that's what's coming. So we're going to show some sneak peeks on our social media sites. But really, we're moving now. Like, this is it. So June is it. We're actually going to just put it in people's hands. We're going to put out some screenshots and videos so you can get a little excited and see what it looks like, because we think it looks pretty badass. And but then you're just going to have to see for yourself and try it.
Yep.
All right. Perfect.
It's awesome though, and it's looking, Jen, Jesse, since you guys are the origin of so much, really all of our design, it's looking so good. It's looking
it's
so
cool.
good. I spend all day, every day in the terminal, and then occasionally I open up the app and look at it.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about when the new version launches. There's a new little animation of Rocket in there that I have opened up a couple times just to look at it.
Yes.
Nice.
And if you are like, hey, there's an update in Google Play and I'm not seeing this, well, that's because we're talking about something that's in the internal track. But we do have an update to the Android app that is it will include some crawler updates. I believe, yeah, it has crawler updates. What else is in this one? And crawler updates and enhancements. And then I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, some other things in there. Anyway, but it's not what we were talking about just now. That will be next week. We're testing that on internal track. That's coming shortly. But what you will also see is, well, we talked about this last week. We have a new game provider called Playtime. So a lot of folks were saying, hey, I'm not seeing a lot of offers from the first provider, MyChips. There's not really that much there. Well, we have a new provider too. So you can choose from both. And that one is Playtime. And I have noticed, so this came up last week, and I see some people are mentioning it, that, hey, they played a game from Playtime and it's not giving them a reward. This is a known bug. Okay, so this only applies to these time-based rewards. So if it says, hey, play for 1 minute, that will, complete that task for that game. Or play 5 minutes. We are aware of that. We're looking into the logs. We will get hopefully a resolution for that shortly, but that we are aware of it. So let us know if that happens to you. You can put it in Discord, open a ticket so we could just keep track. But in the meantime, I would suggest, play the step-based ones.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. We are running a promotion this week or this weekend with Playtime games. So you will get 2x your rewards. This is for FIFA, for World Cup. So anyone who was wondering, hey, what about, we have our UpRock World Cup campaign. Well, our country's not in World Cup. What about us? Well, you could participate in this. So I would recommend playing some Playtime games this weekend. But if you want to, don't worry if you're worried because we have that issue. There's a known issue with the time-based games or rewards. I would stick to the step-based ones where it's things like complete level 1.
Yeah.
Or go to board 4, that will you won't have any hiccups with that. So go play the Playtime games.
Yep, the partners actually, the game partners they do the promotion, so they're paying out double. So that's what's awesome. It's not just us. The partners are paying out double. So that means double revenue for the token and double revenue for you guys. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the step games, anything you see like level up and playtime, the rewards are pretty good. Playtime is way more selective on their games. While like My Chips, they actually have some other offers that are like non-game related, which is fine. They pay out well. But playtime is like they just care about games. So they really want to find the best games and the ones that pay out the most. That's why the rewards are pretty good, but the selection is not huge. So,
Yeah.
but look for the ones with the list, and they're pretty amazing. And they're paying out during FIFA, they're paying out double. So it's just double rewards, and we're passing that on to the community. Okay.
Yes. I did see somebody ask, hey, was playtime section removed? It should not be, but make sure that you're updated to the latest version of UpRock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, yeah, that might be what's going on there for you. So go we did a couple of updates. So go check that out. Make sure you're updated. Christopher,
yeah. We just released that update, and then to Spaceman's question about desktop updates. So there has actually been a desktop update, but not one that required you to update the whole app. So one of the things we've been doing to move a lot faster with our customers, with our community's customers, is we've talked about the fuel engine and the fact that certain logic related to the crawl jobs and everything else is actually packaged up as part of the jobs now. And that I was really happy about this a few weeks ago when we shipped those updates to the desktop and now to the mobile, which was also a few weeks ago. And so actually there have been several updates to the desktop crawling engine that haven't required a full app update. And in fact, one went out today. So we had another one go out today with more video things in it, as well as some more data search stuff that went out. So so those have been going out fairly regularly. I don't know exactly when we're going to do another full update to desktop. We do have a few items that are in the backlog for that, a couple things that are open, but so far none of them have been blockers. Actually, the biggest one is one that I think you noticed. I think it was you who noticed it, about some bad IDs, which turns out to be we're migrating that customer from the old flow to the new flow. So you should gradually see those going away. But then we will probably do an update to remove all that old code, because they exactly. So that failed to capture. So that's exactly the perfect kind of example of why we moved to the new engine. The problem with the old engine was if somebody needed something that wasn't expressible easily, we would have to do an update to every device, wait for them to go out, which takes days. And then if something broke or they didn't get it exactly right, or they realized they wanted the data formatted differently, then we have to do another update to all the devices, and it takes days and it's a long wait. And so now that we can have this lightweight, formatting engine and stuff like that running, all of their new jobs are actually going on the fuel engine. And they have not yet migrated all of their workflows to the fuel engine. So if you're still getting those fail to capture sometimes, which you probably will until we have an update, you're going to get some of those, but their jobs are gradually moving over to the fuel engine. And then once they're all on the fuel engine, we're not even going to have to support that code anymore, which is a big win for us to be able to focus on keeping stuff moving quickly. And so so that's sort of a two-handed answer. So we have not done a point release update of the desktop engine yet. I'd guess probably towards the end of the month we'll do a point release update, maybe in 2 weeks or so, once we just have enough stuff to make it worth it. But in the meantime, we have been rolling out new engine updates like a couple times a week sometimes. So there's that. And no, those failed capture jobs will not count, because the fact that they fail means that they never even report back. They just die in ignominious and unmourned existence. So they don't. But those should be getting rarer, because they shouldn't be submitting them so much anymore. Their system is apparently in such a way that they can't just totally turn them off. So anyway, we're working through that, but the new jobs do.
Cool.
Okay, great. I have a couple more things about Android update as well. One more thing, we have a new partner for surveys. So that's called Theorem Read.
Yay.
And you will also be seeing this. Theorem is if you people have said we heard you loud and clear. I don't have any surveys in my area. There's nothing there. Well, now we have a new partner, so hopefully they will have something.
Yeah, let us know
as well. Yeah,
Yep.
let us know. I did a couple of their surveys, and I really like them. I mean, I like CPX too. They're both great. You know, I like getting paid to share my opinion. So those are in there, and you can. I also want to remind you guys to try doing the welcome survey. It's more like a welcome questionnaire or an about you questionnaire. We ask you just a handful of questions that helps us weed out things that you are not qualified for. I've said as an example last week. I said the similar example. If let's say CPX Research has some surveys and they're looking for a man who smokes cigars in Romania, I would not qualify. Because
you wouldn't.
And you want to fill out a survey and waste your time on it. That's the point.
Yeah. Well, you don't even spell it makes you. So also people, this is actually a point of confusion sometimes. Before every survey, there's a questionnaire. It's a qualifying questionnaire, and they get even more deep. So it's not like the high level stuff. What's your gender? Where do you live? Like, what sex are you? Where do you live? Things like that. That's like super high level. And that's what our welcome or questionnaire is about. That's what we ask you. Every survey then has another questionnaire that further qualifies you. So it could be anything from like, what's your political standing or leaning? How much what's your highest level of education? How many children do you have in your home? Things like that. And that further qualifies you for the question or for the survey. So sometimes people have said, oh, I filled out this whole thing, the survey, and then it said I wasn't qualified and didn't reward me. Well, because that wasn't the survey. That was actually just qualifying you first. Qualifying you further. So if you run into that, that's what happened. It will tell you at the end, oh, sorry, you're not eligible, or you are, and then it continues.
Sometimes they'll actually give you a little bit just for the time for doing that. But the best ones are, if you just start to notice, because these companies want actually. The whole point of this research is they're paid, and the reason why it pays out so well is because a lot of times they want to know if are you a mother with a car, and what do you think about this car that we're building? Like they really want like specific people to give their opinion on something. And so if you're a company that builds a car, and but you're someone who doesn't even own a car, for example, then they wouldn't want your opinion, right? They want someone who's a mom that has a family that maybe can give opinion on their van or whatever it is. So this is hard. Why it's so hard to find qualifying people, and the reason why when they do, they're willing to pay so much for it, because they want really good opinions that matter for them. Like, okay, cool. We have a bunch of moms say that we should change this, change design, or they don't like this, or they don't like our price point. This is really good feedback. Let's go back to the drawing board and do something about it. That's the point of these surveys. So, they're all optional, by the way. Like you can have the earn rate, but this is a great way to everyone's always asked for active tasks. People constantly ask us for more surveys. It does pay, because it does pay out well. And hopefully Theorem Reach increases our inventory worldwide. So we're going to keep adding a couple more, but these are 2 right now. So please let us know if you're not seeing something still. That we're going to go back to this new partner and say, hey, people in this country are still not seeing anything. Can you start, increase the inventory, or start talking to your survey partners and just see what you can do to increase it. So any feedback you guys give, we're going to pass it through and hopefully improve it.
Perfect. All right. Next, this is actually not an update, but this was a question. I know that Greg just directed you to enter a support ticket, but you asked, there's not tracking for some games. It's not tracking your completion level. Could it be a bug? Okay, so there's a couple of things that could happen, and we will open a ticket so we. Oops, dropped my water. Open a ticket so we can dig further into it. But here's a couple of things that can happen. Let me go over to the game slides just so we're here. Okay, so many of these games, pretty much all of them, you have to be a new user. So if it's a game that you have already played, and it's on your device ID is already tracked, like, hey, you already played this game from Google Play, you don't qualify for it. So you're not going to get any rewards for it. Sometimes you'll see, for example, like let's say Candy Crush is on the offer wall. There's a high chance it's been around. It's been a very popular game for like a decade. It's a high chance you've already downloaded and played that game. Then you're not going to get rewarded for it. You have to be a new user for most of these games. In fact, I've not seen a single one where it didn't matter if you were a new user. You didn't have to be a new user. Two, if you can determine you have never played that game, that's already been ruled out, then there is an issue. You're talking about a playtime game. Yes, there is an issue that we know about for the time-based ones. So still open the ticket and we will look into that. But also there could be something with my chips as well. It will be very helpful for us to know not only the game, but your device. Thank you for saying Android 16. But which provider did you get the game from? And here's how you can find it. When you open the app, and this is probably a My Chips game because we just released Playtime. Well, maybe, no, we did it last week. Here's how if you can't remember which one you got it from, oh shit, I uninstalled because I was testing. Open the app and go to My Chips or go to Playtime, and you'll see which games you got on the very top. It says in progress. Let's say you got Monopoly Go and you don't know which provider you got it from. We'll open the detail screen for each of those and you'll see Monopoly Go on the one that you got it from. So let us know that in the support ticket as well. That'll help us narrow down the issue.
Cool.
Okay. Now, Arav Gupta, you've been, I saw that you were talking about how you almost have 1K UPT.
Nice.
Is that enough to flex? Well, my good sir or madam, I don't know. Yes, because there's a badge associated with a 1K UPT. Now, this is for UPT that you've earned through contributions. So that's like you're contributing to the DPIN, to the network, running tasks, things like that. So it's not something that you get from playing games or airdrops. But if you have earned 1K UPT from contributions, then you are in the 1K club and you get a special badge for that. So that's a flex.
And if you're doing it through games, still awesome. So
it's still awesome if you do
I think it's great. Yeah. No matter what.
But
awesome, man.
That one's a very hard one. That one's a hard one to get. I have multiple accounts that I test with, but my main account, I don't have that one yet. I think if I pulled everything together, I would have it. I have too many test accounts. Anyway, all right, congratulations on the almost 1K.
Cool.
Yep. That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go through some questions here.
Yeah, let's do it. I think product updates are good. Like a lot of the other Rocket AI is really the biggest one, and it's in progress, and you're going to start seeing, guys.
Well, and video search. I'm going to have a product update in that in a couple minutes. When
okay, cool. Yeah, and then the video search is coming to anybody who has an agent, whether you're OpenClaw, Hermes, or I would say Hermes or Rocket. So that's going to be awesome. And then the other stuff is more back end. So, but that's a back end. It's like you guys can't see it, but it's just we have customers that are testing our network out, and they're giving us really tough jobs. But these tough jobs we love because no one else can do them. And so when we deliver on them, we get paid. And we love these kind of tasks. These are great contracts because we don't like going after commodity price like regular scraping jobs. You're just dime a dozen. You're scraping the barrel and just price wars. What we're doing is way more intelligent and it's harder. And it's the future of agentic work on the web, systems of work on the web. And anyway, so every update we are adding more and more power to the fuel engine that enables us to do way more agentic systems of work. So that's it. That's going to help Token because when we actually deliver on these deals with these companies, they will start ramping up the deal revenue with us. So.
Great. Hey, before I just want to address this. Shot gamers. I hope you don't get in trouble with the moms. And if anything happens, we are your witnesses. We will say, "Mom did it." Don't worry, we got you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying up late with us. Really appreciate it. Get your mom on the call. She might like it. She might be like, "Hey, these guys are really cool."
Yeah. I had a Tiger mom, and she used anything around her to beat me, including chopsticks and pans. So I feel you, bro.
Yeah, my mom used to make us like sleep in trees. I was like, oh
Very
god.
Filipino of you. Yeah.
Yeah, if you anyway, yeah, we're all laughing about like some horrifying things. My mom used to beat me with chopsticks and make you sleep in trees. Maybe not.
Yeah. Generational trauma. Okay, moving on. Just shut that bit down. Just shut it down. Just push it down. You know, don't worry about it. Ignore it.
Switch it off like a light switch. No, but anyway, let's see. We've got a couple of questions here.
So let's start, since I've got a minute here while I'm waiting for this. Let's start with the one that I know a couple people have asked variants of. Somebody sold some UPT recently, so if you want to put that question up, Jen. So
yeah,
we got to be a little careful what we say about this. So first of all, it was not anyone on the team who sold that. It was not anyone on the team. What I can say, and hopefully by next week's call we will have more to say on this. What I can say is it was one of our pre-buyers, and they were structured as a fund, an investment fund with limited partners and so on and so forth. And I don't know all the details, and I can't share that much, but apparently somebody forced a liquidation of the fund, meaning that, as we understand it, they have a legal obligation to sell every token that they hold, not just UpRock, a bunch of other tokens as well, in a very short amount of time. Now, that is very unfortunate and not something that we wanted. They are holding some more tokens. The part that really disappointed us is that nobody bothered to reach out to us to tell us this was happening or see if we could do a buyback from them or something like that. After all, we as a community do buybacks all the time, and if we'd had some notice, that might have been something we could do. As it is, because we didn't really have notice to think about that or to restructure our monthly buyback around that or something like that, every one of the founders of UpRock, every single one of us, Jen, Jesse, myself, the other people you see in the comments from time to time, reached into our pockets. We know how much they have left, and we made them an offer late last night. And we said, guys, first of all, it seems like the people we were talking to there maybe aren't involved in liquidating it. That might be like a different group of people who are liquidating the fund. But we said, if you keep selling like this, you are going to just drive the price down and get less and less and less. There is some more to sell. So we said we will individually, not as a company, we will each individually buy back a share of that. We as a group, a syndicate, will buy back all of your remaining tokens. And we made them an offer that is definitely more than they will get if they keep selling like this. So they haven't answered us, but they also didn't do another sell today. I don't know. They indicated to us that they had received what we said and they were going to consider it. And so that is what's going on with that. So there are two ways of looking at this. Number one, it sucks. And it especially sucks that, like, apparently, as far as we can tell, they not only didn't they contact us, they didn't contact anybody. They just literally started paying a bunch of tokens that their fund held with no notice to anybody. And this seems like, I bet they must have some really intoxicant internal thing on there, because dumping them the way they're dumping them is the worst. I mean, they are just destroying their own value. I don't get what
one of the parties we talked to was pretty pissed about it. They're like, yeah, man, I don't know why
he was wrathfully angry about it. So
yeah, it's a dumb way of doing it. But it's like, well, look, man, we got to keep going. We have buybacks. Our contracts and buybacks, it will bounce back. We're not worried about that. But still, it's a stupid way of doing it. So we are going to make sure. So
anyway, here's the thing. So we've made them that offer that all of the founders of UpRock said. So not only is the founding team not selling, we actually all reached into our pockets and put together an offer to buy those tokens.
Yeah.
And then depending on, so there's two options. They could accept the offer or not. Any rational, in my opinion, any rational person should accept our offer, but who knows, given how they've been behaving, they might not. Anyway, there's another way of looking at this though. And that is they are exiting their position in UpRock at a time when they're getting very little for it, and when anyone in the community can pick up those tokens for not very much, and when the UpRocks, when our own ongoing buybacks, which we are still doing, will have the most positive effect on that. We will be able to pick up and burn the most of those tokens possible, as compared to if they'd done a big dump when the price was higher or something like that. So that is what's going on with that, and we will, we'll if the offer is accepted and we as the founders do the buyback, that will be done on chain in some form, and or at least that's my intention. If we possibly can, certainly the transfer of the remaining tokens back to us will be on chain, and we'll tell the community about it. And if not, then we will, we will continue
buybacks.
Doing what we're doing. We'll continue the buybacks as planned, and that's what's going on with that. So, and that's all we can say about that for this minute. But I'm happy that you asked that question. It's a very reasonable question. We certainly, we were surprised by it. And the part, as I said, the part that really just absolutely fucking mystifies me is why nobody would reach out. As far as we can tell, they didn't reach out to any of the companies whose tokens they held to like see if, I mean, many companies, us included, work with market makers, work with others. There's a lot of things that can be done in a scenario like this, so that it's not just like just random fucking start dumping. And that's what we did. So
and it's probably, honestly, we the last couple of years ago, DePIN was I believe of all the use cases, DePIN, AI, DeFi, but DePIN is a big one that has obviously a use case that is strong. We believe that agentic DePIN is the infrastructure for the new systems of work, but a lot of DePIN projects out there failed, and they failed last year. And so I think this is one of the funds where they just died, and so they're panic selling, and the crypto sentiment in crypto is pretty rough. But the people who are building, who are doing the live streams, who are releasing new features, UpRock, we're going strong. We're getting customers. Our user growth is still there. We get 20,000 installs per week. People love the concept. They love the idea. We convert. These are the actual signals that matter. Our buybacks will recover this. We're not worried about that at all. It's a little annoying that they did this right now because we're just launching Rocket AI. But fuck that. We're going to keep moving. And we'll make them an offer. They say whatever, we're going to do everything we can to recover it. I have no worry about that because we're going to keep moving. But probably what happened was they probably betted on a bunch of DePIN projects that failed, and so we're just like we're catching strays here from them, and so hopefully we can just move on from it quick. That's our goal. So.
Yeah, I was just like, you guys don't see if you guys have any questions, we are on the live every day.
Yeah, honestly, they don't even. What's the most callous thing is they don't even thought about it. They're just like, oh, we're dying, we're bankrupt, whatever it is, and they just need to. They're contractually obligated to go just liquidate their fund, and so they don't need to ask permission because they're required by law, by the contract that they signed, to do that. But there's better ways, smarter ways for them and for all the communities they impacted doing this. So anyway, we're gonna recover it. Screw all that noise. DePIN is strong the way we're building it anyway, and we're really excited what we're doing. So but thanks for the question, because it's all about transparency here, and we want to address that. And it is not the team. If anything, we're working triple time to improve that. Okay?
Yeah. And actually, Sasha made a good point. Maybe this is something we should address kind of earlier in the call instead of the end. But if it happens again, but hopefully not. Yeah. We will. But maybe it's just like the first thing we say.
Oh, we talk about it. Whenever I follow a project that I'm in a token I like, I always hated it when the founders and the team just ignored it or didn't address it when something happened. I've always wondered, because you always have to play this dance where it's not financial advice and you can't say buy the token, and you have to go around this all these legal issues. But I also just never liked it when a project I like would just completely pretend nothing's happening. That drives me crazy, actually, more crazy. And so, we don't have to go and break a bunch of rules and say, go buy a token and, give you financial advice. No, nothing like that. We're not doing any of that here. But I also we can also tell you what's happening, what happened, and be transparent, because I would want that from a project that I'm following. So, yeah.
So, but so we that's what we know right now, and I think we're I suspect that in the coming days, probably on the social media, it will emerge which fund is unwinding. But in the meantime, let's just say that it's one, and leave it at that.
Yeah, everyone else is strong. We all our other early backers have strong conviction in us. We talk to them often. They're
As
excited
far as
about
we know,
Rocket.
yep.
They're excited about Rocket AI and DPIN. I mean, honestly, it's one of the best use cases. A lot of other things are struggling, games and things like that. But DPIN, DeFi, stablecoins, DPIN's a big one because the future of AI and data and agents, it's the perfect infrastructure for agent tech AI. So anyway, but thanks for bringing it up.
We have a question here. It just as we keep on the token topic.
Yeah.
Any plans on listing UPT on other exchanges?
We have the only ones that matter are the big ones, and they take forever. Binance, OKX, and the Korean ones, Bybit, BitThumb, they're the best. Everyone else is a money suck. They're just or actually in Coinbase too, Coinbase. But we actually are tradable on Coinbase already.
Yeah,
so the
every
big
time
ones,
you want a token, you can trade.
Yeah.
on
So yes, the bottom line is we actually have our kind of group chats with all the big ones already. They're constantly monitoring us. We're already on the monitoring list for these folks. They want to see user growth. They want to see on-chain metrics. They want to see revenue, all those things. But they're very, very selective. I mean, there's companies that have been around even longer than us that have even crazier volume, and they don't even get approved into Binance. So we are continually going to shoot for that brass ring, go for them. So yes, the answer is yes, we want to be. That's always on our mind because those exchanges matter. But it's not like our main goal. Like really our goal is user growth, revenue. That's the best thing we can focus on. Make sure that people love the product. Customer experience is amazing. We have actually distribution of our agent, knocking out a roadmap. For all those things, then the exchanges will come. Yeah.
Great. This is let's see. Oh, somebody's asked a couple of times because they heard me call it UPTP, not UTP. What's the difference? Okay, so guys, when we are playing games here, you could see you can earn this gold coin. UPTP is what we call it. It's the same thing as UPT. The reason why we call it UPTP is because sometimes the app stores don't like it when you can earn directly. So so as a result, what you are earning when you're playing these active tasks, answering surveys, playing games, watching the video ads, is you're earning UPTP. It's UpRock token point. That is once you claim it, automatically converted into UPT. No cost.
You can it's not automatic. Let's be super clear, Jen. It's not automatic, but if they claim it, they
That's what I said, when you claim it.
UPT.
That's what I said. When you claim it, it is automatically converted into UPT.
It's not automatic, Jen. When they claim it, it's converted to UPT. It's not automatic. They have to claim it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. When you claim it.
Just don't use the word automatic because it's not automatic.
It's not automatic.
You have to manually press the
button.
That's what I said. When
it was automatic, it would happen. No, but that's not automatic. They tap the button. They manually convert it to UPT.
Oh my gosh, semantics. You know what I mean. Oh wait.
I know what you mean, but I would like you to say what the contract is declared.
Oh, in case somebody at the Apple review store doesn't know what I mean.
It is not automatic. It is manual when they claim it and convert it to UPT.
Yes.
Okay.
So you earn UPTP, which are convertible to UPT.
That's right.
If you
have many other options.
You have to tap like I said, you have to tap the claim button and then it converts.
Yes.
Correct.
There you have it. Yep.
So that's UPTP. It's there you go. And you can also just choose not to convert it and just keep it as UPTP in your account, and it will stay there until you claim it.
If you keep dismissing the claim button and never push claim, then it will remain as UPTP.
Yes, it's still there. Yeah. I mean, I really like that icon. I kind of just like, sometimes I don't even claim it. I mean, I do eventually, but I just like,
you just like
I kind of like to grab it all at once, Yeah. Like little bits at a time.
Very satisfying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but so
that's that. And then the next question here is about badges. Let's see. You asked Jaconi, like, why is the roll call badge not present in Poland? It is. Roll call. Oh, wait, no, roll call. Roll call is this checkmark one. That one is not out yet. That's why. That one is the daily check-in. That one is in progress. So for that one, you will open UpRock every day and you check in, and then you'll get streaks, and that's roll call. But that one is still in progress. That's why you don't see it in Poland or anywhere else in the world just yet. The next question about badges here is, how do I get front row again? Well, my friend, this is how. You will get it by scanning, where'd it go? This QR code or following this link. And so if you missed it earlier, then you can get it here. So go scan that QR code. You must be, again, on an Android device. Helps if you already have UpRock installed. If you don't, it's just going to prompt you to install UpRock, and you have to do the whole process again. But there you go. That is front row. There's your badge for the week. This is live until 5:30 a.m. UTC. And this badge, once you scan it, will give you a boost for 7 days. So it'll last you until the next live stream.
Cool.
Okay. And you just asked again about the roll call. Again, roll call is not out yet. That is this checkmark badge. That is the daily check-in one. That is not out. It's in progress. So nobody sees it. Nobody in India, nobody in Poland, nobody anywhere. I haven't seen it yet myself. Well, I mean, I have internally, but it's not. Pedro's back. What's up, man? Asked, can I get I'm just jumping back and forth between slides here. The link here is the link again. If you want to follow the link on your Seeker, or if you just prefer not to use a QR code, there's your link for this week's front row.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
I think those are all. Oh, yes. Actually, so questions. I think that let's go through them. Yeah, that's all of them. Are we gonna?
We have one question here. Why are we getting less tokens from watching videos? 1 UPT video to 5. I mean, this depends on what the pay is. For
we have to tie it to revenue. Otherwise, it hurts the token. We have to make sure when you watch video, it's the providers actually paying out, and sometimes it goes up or down. And so it's not a fixed price, because otherwise it will hurt the token. It needs to be based on what people pay. I tie it to revenue. So that's the reason. As the system gets better, we might start providing better videos to watch, and then the payouts get better. So so that's the main reason. So it's still a great way to boost your earn rate. Very simple way to boost your earn rate. There's many ways. Watching videos, games, surveys, shopping is all of them. But this is one of the simplest ways. So but it's still pretty good. A lot of people who are always wondering how to boost their earn rate, this is the first easiest way to do it besides a welcome survey. This is the first one to realize, oh, cool, you can see the experience of boosting your earn rate. Because all these people, that's one of the biggest also requests, how do I actually impact my earn rate? Well, here's one of the simplest ways. There's no gotchas, no strings attached. Just watch a video and you'll see it happen. But yeah, that's the bottom line. Is it's dynamic, and it changes as the provider's offers change. So its payouts change.
All right. Great.
Cool.
Anything else?
I think at least for questions, yeah. But you, Chris, maybe you're ready to show a demo again?
Oh,
I don't have a visual demo to show, but hey, community, guys, team, who would like to put UpRock video search live in production right now?
Who has 2 thumbs and says yes? This guy.
This guy. Hey, community, can I get some thumbs up? And we're going to turn video search live in production right now.
Cool.
But how are they accessing it with the update?
Oh, well, they won't. Hold on.
Sorry, I messed up your drum roll.
now I'm confused. Go ahead and. Okay. Yeah, there it's. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. It's out.
UpRock API users. I'm gonna ping a couple of customers right after this call. UpRock API users now have access to video search. Of course, if you want to use it, you will have to set your API keys and so on and so forth in the UpRock.ai portal. But there will also be, within the next day or two, there will be a UI for this coming to the UpRock.ai portal. So right now, it is live in production on the live stream. Thank you, everyone, for putting up with me.
Is that also the MCP yet, Chris, or just the API version?
It will go. The UI and the MCP will be coming together in a day or so. So we will add. So Spaceman, I will let you know personally. If in fact I will give you. You have, I think, a copy of the Dev MCP set up still. So I will let you know when it lands in the Dev MCP, because MCP and AI are MCP and UI are on the same branch, so
Yeah.
those will
Sweet.
will come together. But
Okay.
it is available in the API now, and our customers will be able to start using it as soon
That
as
means
I
we
tell
can.
them that it is.
So next week we'll actually show you how it works. So anyone's interested in this, we'll help you set it up with any agent you're already using, but also it's coming to Rocket as well. But that means they'll be ready to show off next week. So that's awesome. That also means probably this weekend we'll post some hype videos on how on that it's live. Yeah, and you'll start seeing some of those posts on LinkedIn, TikTok, Insta, and on X. But yeah, this is great. So shipping live, awesome.
All right, wait for it. I'm just waiting to see all the GPUs start spinning up. It'll happen any second here. It's going to get loud. Oh, by the way, Jesse, you know the Mac that I asked if I could borrow from you for a little bit. It's going to be it's going to pretty much be a teenager, so it's just going to sit there watching YouTube videos all the time, or TikTok videos all the time.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
if you hear this fan spinning up, that's because sorry.
Yeah.
Your Mac now just sits there and watches TikTok videos 24/7. Sorry.
Perfect.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's just
hey, we're getting paid for it. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, Spaceman, the test one I sent you, that is the one that always has the usually broken but sometimes working version that isn't deployed. So we deploy the working one to production. But the link I sent you before is for the whatever's on the bleeding edge. So it might not work at any given moment. You should use the production one from your account for production stuff. But if you want to test something that I mentioned, you can always try the dev one. And it might work or not, depends.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, I am super excited by this, and it's working. It's working, guys.
That is really
our
exciting.
first video has been consumed in production. I am super thrilled, and I promise, community, with high probability, I will show off a cool visual demo of this next week.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I was expecting some like loud noise or something, but no.
Well, I messed up the drum roll. I'm really sorry.
The
GPUs are doing their thing. They're spinning.
Yeah,
they're busy.
They're spinning. You're very quiet. You can hear it.
All right. Well, hey. So yeah, you guys can, if you guys head over to UpRock.ai, sign up your account. You can get some credits.
Yeah.
So you can play around with some of our AI tools, including this. But like as Christopher said, the interface chat will come shortly. This is available in the API right now, though.
Yeah.
So if you want to do some of that work. Hey, I got a couple of questions here back on the app. Somebody asked, hey, how do I get the first steps achievement? And you get that by when you do a fresh install of UpRock in the Android app. Head over to Rocket Notes. You'll see there's a fab on the bottom right-hand corner. You tap that, and in there, there's a card that says it has like UpRock. It has the Rocket Dog. He's like on an adventure, like he's hiking. That's the onboarding quest. Now, we'll just ask you a series of questions. Just kind of answer the questions like, oh, how familiar are you with DPIN? What do you know about UpRock? Or have you heard? Just answer a couple of those, or answer those questions, and then hit submit, and then you'll get the first steps achievement. Now, if you don't, let's say you have already UpRock installed and you don't see that quest anymore, and you also don't have the badge, well, that's probably because you have already completed that quest and before we release the badge, because that quest has been out since for 2 years. So maybe you've already done it and you don't have before we release the badge. It's super simple to get it. Just uninstall UpRock and reinstall it and do it again, and you'll get it. Once you get it, it's always on your account. Then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so that's a very easy way to get that. Oh, there's a issue that let's see. I think that was it. Okay, that was it. Yeah. That's the only. Well, do I have start here? Yeah, that was the first achievement. Okay, there you go. First steps. That's that.
And Johan, with regards to free, I honestly have not forgotten. I deployed something yesterday that was designed to maybe unblock it, but I took a look at the numbers earlier, and I don't think it worked. So I guess that's an update. Probably not the update that you wanted, but yeah. Free is like back burner, but puzzling / perplexing. Don't quite know why it's not working out. But it's still, we want it to work on every ISP. So we'll keep that ticket open, keep coming back to it periodically, and see if we can figure it out.
Yeah. The question.
Oh, there's a question from Sasha that we missed.
Oh, this one. Yeah. So for video, for audio. So first it's video transcript, subtitle type, and also the metadata. It takes into account the title, subscription, whatever you drop into the URL, whatever URL drop. It does a good job of just grabbing anything that's necessary. Audio is next. We don't do that yet. It's about video and transcript, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct.
Okay. The biggest part, honestly, is the unlock is because subtitles detection of voice to text is already great. So that combined with the video is actually the real unlock, the actual processing of the video.
Well, and actually processing the audio as like audio tokens is a super interesting idea, and definitely something like that I think is very interesting and valuable. But it adds a lot of complexity right now to something that doesn't need it, because for most of the use cases we've seen and that people have talked to us about, they actually would need the extracted text anyway to accompany the visual tokens. So that's where we started. I expect that if this product is well received, at some point in a few months probably, but we would add actual audio tokens as well as the text of what is said.
Yeah.
But the audio tokens required to represent a string of audio massively outweigh the number of tokens necessary to represent the text of what is said, which is why we do it that way.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it for Q&A. Shot Gamers, I'm glad you're alive. Thank you for still being here with us. I want to give a reminder, everybody, about the coolest cats in space.
Yes.
And the coolest cats in the universe. As we know, YPAL, the policy, the D Pioneers group, they do a weekly call every Wednesday at 6 p.m. UTC on Discord. And here's some great stuff that's happening. That started a few weeks ago, I think maybe 5 weeks ago. Every week, they are giving away, or there's a chance to win 0.75 some soul for every holder of a D Pioneers cat. I mean, you have to, enter into it, but if you hold a cat, you can get a chance to win a weekly drop of soul. Yeah. So they just did it last week.
Chances are pretty good for you too. So pretty good chance to win. Some folks have even won twice. Like they're pretty lucky, but chance of winning at least once is pretty good. So it's an NFT that's backed by a bundle of DPIN tokens, including UpRock UPT, and it's also liquid staking tokens in the bundle, which means it earns yields. So the number of tokens in the pot grows every month. And what they did was they share that with the community in a fun way via raffle. So they choose a winner. They get actually almost one soul every time you win, which is pretty cool. So
you know what we're gonna start doing? Because as Christopher said, all of the founders, we reach into our pockets with this buyback. You're gonna see all of us in the next airdrop, the next entry. We need some money. I can pay my bills. Yeah. How many cats do you guys have?
I think I have half a dozen or more. Yeah. Got going nuts in the beginning. And also my PFP on my X account is my cool cowboy cat. So
finally, you were a monkey for a while.
No, I've had that for the whole year now. So
I know what you're saying. You were a monkey for a while. And
the monkey they're cool too. I know. But I've had it for a year now.
On Telegram, you still use something else though.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah, really rude.
Anyway,
Okay,
I have a lot of cats. I love the art so much that I just kept
Yeah, I
getting
do love my, and I've also had Grok animated a few times, which is kind of fun.
yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out to the artist. Um,
Yeah,
the
this is
local
these are
artist.
hand drawn local artists. Wasn't AI generated. Every layer was hand drawn, which is pretty amazing. So if you ever zoom in on your cat, you'll see it's like a lot of detail. It's all by local artists. He had a lot of fun with it. I love my cat too. So
Yeah, mine's super cool. It was he said it was like one of his favorite projects to work on.
yeah,
When we when the project dropped, people were asking how many artists worked on this team, how many artists were on the team, and he was like, artists plural. It was like, wait, some of you guys have teams. He did it in 3 months. But I also want to give him a shout out. His name is his website is elimakingstuff.com. He just got a cover for. Well, he did a cover for Analog, which published Dune, the Dune series way back when, and he just shared with everybody that he just got a job commission to do some work for Asimov magazine, which is really great. So shout out to him. Anyway, get you guys a cat. You can go to deeppioneers.com to get the cat. If you are not already holding, so you can get your weekly airdrop.
yeah,
Or you can enter to be part of that airdrop. To get that, enter for your chance to win. Head over to deeppioneers.com to get yourself a cat. Also there, you'll see the links to join Discord.
which you must do to be in the. You must join the Discord to actually participate in the raffle. Okay.
Yes,
it's very important.
And you must hold a cat. So those two things. You must be a holder and you must be on Discord. And and then join them every Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
6 p.m. UTC.
Yeah.
And say hi to Sasha. Sasha's all there too. Everybody here. There's a lot of folks there.
Cool.
All right. Anything else, guys? Is that it?
I think that's it, guys. We just launched Semantic Video Search on UpRock AI. It's not over for us for today. We got to get back on the MCP. We're working on the website. We got a lot of promo content to put out there since we
got a bunch
it.
of people we need to message now.
Yeah, so our day is not done, but this has been a good one. So really excited, everybody. I think that wraps it up. We'll get back to work.
Before we
Wait,
go,
Johan, you're eating a croque monsieur?
Oh, nice.
God damn it. I am so hungry right now.
Oh, that sounds good. I just also want to just give a quick highlight. We were talking about World Cup, and it's starting. First game in Seattle is next week, but I also want to highlight a big shout out to the Knicks, the NBA Finals. And here's a headline: New York Knicks on the brink of a title after pulling off the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. So shout out to the Knicks. Congratulations. And if you're a Knicks fan, which Spaceman sounds like you are, it's going to be a good week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Are you following the NBA Finals?
Sure.
Well, I know not you. I wasn't talking to
you. I love basketball, but no, it's been the time differences are a little rough here. I haven't been paying. I know there's been a lot going on, but I haven't. This is one I haven't been paying attention. I've been following Semantic Video Search, but you know what? Now that it's working, I can get an agent to start watching clips for me and tell me what's going on with it.
I tell you what, the one thing I did watch last weekend with Tim's kids was He-Man Masters of the Universe, and that was great.
I watched that too. So good.
Actually great.
Power of Grace. And then, oh my gosh, yes.
It's actually great. It reminds me, I grew up with it, so it's pretty awesome. It was actually pretty fun.
You guys should watch it.
I think they remade it, so there is an animated cartoon, and so Tim's kid's like under 10, but he was into it because there's actually they brought it back. So it's not like not remastered. It's like a whole new series, and so he knew all the characters. So it was kind of fun for him to be into it. So anyway, good movie. I think it's fun to watch.
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
That's what I watched, not the Knicks. But yeah, go Knicks. Congrats.
Go Knicks, and then also go watch Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
American pride here. Two really American things. Watch He-Man and watch the Knicks. and
Yeah.
root for the Knicks. Okay.
All right.
Guys, I think we're gonna call it. It's
Yeah.
that is
It is summertime, so we'll do our good day to be UpRock release day. That's our song for the outro. So, all right,
Yeah.
Chris, you want to end this off? Thanks, everybody.
Well, as everyone, thanks for coming to Deploy Hour with us, even if it ended up being Deploy 2 hours and 5 minutes, because that's how deploys go. Like, honestly, if you guys weren't here, it would have been exactly the same. I would have said, I'm going to get this done in an hour and then go have some dinner. And then 2.5 hours later, the deploy would finally be working. That's just how it goes. So, as always, thanks for spending your deploy time with us. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm super excited to show off an actual cool visual version of this with you guys next week. As everyone, thanks for asking us questions. Thanks for coming and engaging. It means a lot to us. And I hope everybody has a great weekend.
Yeah, sure, everyone. Thanks.
bye.
See you next
Bye.
week.
Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray. Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray. Long nights, empty cups, cold lines in my veins. Pushing through the fire, dancing in the rain. Every setback felt heavy, every bug in the way. But we kept on grinding, now it's launch day. Investors on the call like, when's the thing live? We've been cooking in the ground, trying to keep the flame alive. Every sprint, every merge, every PR fight led to this moment when the product takes flight. Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray. Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray. Celebrate the hustle, celebrate the grind. Failures in the rear view, vision in the mind. Dark Jira tickets turned into gold. Ship it to the world, let the story unfold. From 0 to 1, yeah, we broke through the wall. Deep pioneers standing, answering the call. It's bigger than the code, it's the dream we chase. Our sweat built the rocket, now it's time for space. No more, almost ready. No more next week, no more late nights slacking. Stress at its peak. Today we breathe deep, today we go hard. We flipping the switch, we dealt all the cards. Final. Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray. Today is a good day. UpRock team is gonna launch day. We fought through the bugs, through the long delay. Now we rise up, finally lift off, hooray.